வாங்க ஒரு சிம்பிளான விஷயத்தை பார்க்கலாம்.
Welcome back to another explainer. So, in our last session, we kind of looked under the hood of a data scientist's computer, right? We saw the tools they use, things like Python, different operating systems, and massive processing software, but having a hammer and a saw, it literally doesn't mean anything if you don't actually know what you're trying to build. Okay, let's dive into this. And that brings us to the fundamental question. You've got the tools, but what are you building? When data scientists sit down at their desks, what exactly is that final goal they're working towards? I mean, these complex technologies, they exist for a reason, right? They're there to help data scientists produce concrete results, effectively giving them what I like to call 4 distinct digital superpowers. So today, we're going to look at the exact results data scientists produce, and we'll break down these 4 superpowers to reveal exactly how top tech companies turn all that raw data into actual strategic action. So here's our assembly line map for the explainer today. First, manipulating data. Second, extracting information. Third, training machine learning models. And finally, building data applications. Let's kick things off with sections 1 and 2, manipulate and extract. Now, these first 2 steps, they really go hand in hand and serve as the absolute foundation of the entire data science process. Quick jargon alert here, in tech, manipulating data isn't about deception or anything shady. It literally just means moving, cleaning up, and organizing massive data sets. Imagine trying to organize, pure chaos by hand in an Excel spreadsheet. It would literally take years of nonstop work. But modern data tools, they execute this at an incredible scale, doing that exact same heavy lifting in a fraction of a second, so you can actually start making sense of the information. To put that into perspective, imagine I give you a massive bucket filled with 1 million mixed Lego pieces. Step 1 is to manipulate the data. You tell the technology, okay, sort all the red pieces over here and put the blue pieces over there. The technology does the heavy lifting for you. Then, once the data is beautifully organized, we move to step 2, extract information. This means finding the exact, valuable truth hidden in that massive pile. Out of those 1 million Legos, you use your tech to extract the one rare, golden piece that solves your company's biggest problem. And I really want to emphasize that word, golden. Because that golden piece, that's the insight that can fundamentally change a business. Moving right along to section 3, train machine learning models. Okay, now we get to the most famous and honestly the most exciting part of the assembly line, taking that extracted golden insight and using it to build a digital brain. Another quick jargon alert here, machine learning sounds super complex, but it really just shifts us from manual coding to autonomous pattern recognition. Instead of writing explicit, rigid rules for a system to follow, we train models by feeding them tons of historical data. You're effectively teaching the system to recognize patterns completely on its own, empowering it to predict the future based entirely on the past. Let's compare traditional computers with machine learning to really nail this concept down. Say you want a traditional system to recognize spam emails. Well, you'd have to hard-code a million individual rules. You literally have to write, if the email says this exact word, block it. If it says that phrase, block it. It is exhausting and, to be honest, highly inefficient. But machine learning? It completely bypasses that bottleneck. It learns patterns all by itself from past data, completely removing the need to manually write those million rules. The absolutely crucial point here is scale and repetition. Think about the number 10,000. That represents your training data. Instead of writing all those rules, you just feed the machine learning model 10,000 real spam emails and 10,000 safe ULs. The technology trains the system to learn the pattern autonomously. Once it sees those 10,000 examples of spam, it becomes this highly intelligent model that knows exactly what spam looks like. And the best part, you didn't have to code every single possible variation yourself.
And finally, section 4, build data applications.
We've reached the climax of the whole data science process. This is all about packaging that super smart AI into something that the rest of the company can actually use in their day-to-day work. Think about the stark contrast here. On one hand, you've organized massive data sets, you've found the golden insights, and you trained a super smart AI. But what if the CEO of your company wants to use it? Well, they don't know how to read your complex Python code. It's completely unreadable to them. And this is exactly why data scientists use their technology to build a simple app dashboard. They take all their complicated math and AI and wrap it up into a neat, easy-to-use software application complete with beautiful, intuitive buttons and charts. You're essentially building a steering wheel so normal business users can drive the supercar you just built. Now, anyone in the company can just log in, click a button, and get the answers they need. It's a real game changer.
Now it's time to choose your superpower. So, let's wrap up this incredible journey from messy data to a beautifully finished, powerful product. To quickly bring this all together, data science technology isn't just about sitting in a dark room writing code all day. Not at all. It's a tool used to execute these 4 distinct, powerful processes: manipulate massive data, extract valuable information, train smart machine learning models, and build beautiful data applications for the world to use. These are the 4 pillars that prove data analytics is really about turning raw numbers into tangible, strategic action.
So I want to leave you with a question to think about. Which of these 4 superpowers excites you the most? Seriously, do you want to build beautiful, slick apps for users, or are you more fascinated by feeding data into a model to train AI? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you want to learn how to build these tools yourself and gain these digital superpowers, head over to agile.epictechskills.com/allcourses to see our full list of modern software development courses. Also, don't forget to check out more explainers on our channel at youtube.com/@I'mAMentor/videos. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you for watching.